Ciao gente, thank you for clicking on the video. I play PvZ and I have a horrible stutter, so please keep that in mind. And that's it, so enjoy the video punks. Super Commando. He's a foot soldier variant who has the haircut of a... We'll cover that later in the video. He falls under the rare rarity and has one gimmick to his name. So let's talk about it. Super Commando's primary compared to regular foot soldier is very different. A regular foot soldier's primary is a fully automatic 30 ammoed weapon. When the primary button is held down, all of your ammo is thrown out. But while only tapping your primary, only one piece of ammo is thrown out, which means you can either fire fully automatically or by tap firing plants. Tap firing is mainly used for landing more shots, but having less damage per second. We go over a lot more foot soldier strategies in this video, but when compared to Super Commando, this is completely different. So rather than a gun, Super Commando wields a 3 ammoed crossbow. When the primary button is pressed, all of Super Commando's ammo is released. And while holding down the primary, this actually prevents you from firing any ammo, which is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie with you. What makes the Z3 crossbow so unique is that your entire ammo clip is launched out from one button click. There are other 3 burst characters in this game, however. For an example, Sunpharaoh. Sunpharaoh has a 3 burst primary, but rather than having only 3 ammo, she has 27 ammo, which means after one press of her primary, she will still maintain a bunch of more ammo to spam outwards. Meanwhile, Super Commando doesn't, hence his primary being named Z3 Crossbow. This benefits Super Commando greatly, since rather than keeping track of how much ammo you have, all you have to do is just press primary, and that's it. You are instantly reloading. Speaking of that, Super Commando's reload. A Commando Super with no upgrades has a pretty mediocre reload, I'd say. Let's actually do a quick pop quiz. How long does it take Super Commando to reload with no upgrades? If you answered C, you are correct. 78 milliseconds is Super Commando's reload without any reload upgrade. And if you tally that up, that means he has 78 milliseconds of downtime. A downtime is when a character takes a break. Here's an example. Cactus deals 66 damage per shot, meanwhile only having 5 ammo. When she's out of her 5 ammo, it takes almost 4 seconds for her to fully reload, which means she has almost a 4-second downtime of not firing any shots. A Toxic P has 12 ammo with the biggest splash damage in the game. So with that in mind, he could spam a bunch of shots. However, Toxic P's reload is 2.5 seconds, which means there is 2.5 seconds of downtime where Toxic P is not firing at all. But Super Commando's downtime without reload upgrades is just 78 milliseconds. But if you combine Super Commando's reload upgrade on top of this, his downtime goes from 78 milliseconds to just 60 milliseconds, which could be decreased even further with his second reload upgrade to just a measly 53 milliseconds of downtime, which in summary means Super Commando could just spam, and spam with 0 penalty due to his 53 milliseconds of downtime. You're probably laying down in your bed thinking,
well, Dry, this isn't that big of a deal. If Super Commando deals little damage, then this isn't a big of an issue.
yeah, no. Super Commando's damage is beyond unfair. At close range, he deals 22 damage per bullet. 22. Which if you land every shot, deals 66 total damage. Times that by 2, and you have 122 damage in just one reload, which could one-shot almost every Sunflower, 1-shot every Rose, and almost 2-shot almost every pea shooter and Cactus. This would be semi-balanced if these shots were at least a little bit difficult to hit, but they aren't difficult to hit. It's just point, click, and oh my god, I hit 66 damage. Hell yeah. You could literally camp at the back of the map with a Super Commando and be more threatening than a sniper, since the sniper characters have downtime, but Super Commando has no downtime. If you do find yourself struggling with aiming, here's how his primary works. All 3 bullets won't be fired at the same location unless you have your crosshair at the same location the entire time. If you move your crosshair at least a tiny bit, the bullets will drastically move. So while aiming, have your first shot hit the plant and then try to slightly predict their movement with the other 2 Z3 shots. Hope that makes sense. In conclusion, Super Commando is the best zombie in the game. He deals so much damage at the max and close range, 22 damage per bullet up close and 15 at the maximum range, with the almost little to zero downtime this character has. You could just spam, and spam with 0 penalty. And meanwhile, characters like Camo Cactus need to wait almost 4 seconds just to fire out 5 more ammo. On top of all these amazing stats, he's also just another foot soldier, and the foot soldier class is known to have 0 weaknesses in general, with having one of the best movement options in the entire game, and just ZPG just flat out existing. He's just so good, which is why I declare Super Commando to be the best zombie in the game. But if there was one thing nerfing Super Commando, that would be his barber.